Welcome to your abs and arms mat Pilates inspired workout. Today we will be using 2 wrist weights to help strengthen and tone the upper body and the core. I recommend using 1 to 2 pound wrist weights. I will be using 2 pound wrist weights today. We will keep them off of the side of our mat for our first pose while we center, and then right when we are starting to get into movement, we will put the wrist weights on. So let's get started. We'll start in a child's pose. Your knees can be together or wide. Sit the glutes back towards the heels, and we'll be here for just a few moments to settle in, to center, and to focus on our breath. And allow any thoughts to fall away. Clear the mind so you can focus on your movement and so you can really connect to the muscle as we move. And together we'll take an inhale through the nose. Open mouth, sigh, release. Again, fill up. Exhale, let the breath go. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release. Find a natural cadence with the breath. Then begin to walk the hands back towards the heels. Gentle stretch through the shoulders, the traps, and the neck. We have a couple more rounds of breath here before we start. Really allowing yourself to center. Last inhale and exhale. Then walk the hands forward. Lift yourself up into a 4-point kneeling position. Hands will walk out about a half of a handprint. Start to shift the weight forward, squeeze through the glutes, engage the inner thighs, knit the ribs in. Find a position that feels best for you as we start our push-ups. Hands can be closer together or wider apart. Whenever you are ready, neutral neck, exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Keep moving through your push-ups. You can always come up on the toes if you would like, your choice. We are warming up through the arms, the triceps, the shoulders here. Halfway through. Give me 3 more. Slow and controlled. Last 2. Last 1 here. Then begin to shift your hips back. Hands will stay where they are. Hips come over the knees. Bend through the elbows. Bring the forearms to the earth. Press up through the palms and lift. Lower on the exhale. Inhale to lift. Now, if this feels a little too much, the more that you shift your weight back, the easier it gets as you bend through the elbows. So find whichever variation works best for you. Modify as needed. We have 4 more here. Embrace the shakes. Last 3, keep those ribs knitting in. Last 2. And we have our last 1. So now we'll bring these into single arm. So we'll start with our left arm, right hand comes behind the back. You might want to shift your hips back a little bit more since we're working only on one side. We inhale here, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep moving. Really connect to the breath. Find the mind-muscle connection. We only have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Press up, switch it out, right hand down, left hand behind the back, ribs knit in. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. The triceps are definitely working. Feeling the burn, embracing the shakes. We're already halfway through on this side. I know this is a tough movement. Try not to rush it. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Left hand down. Now we have a few more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Yes, you can. Keep moving. Keep breathing. We came here to work. Halfway through. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more, and then we'll give those triceps a break. Sit back, child's pose. Extend the arms long overhead. Big inhale and exhale here. You can always walk the hands back towards the heels for an embryo if you would like. Then eventually the hands will come back overhead. We begin to press ourselves up, grab your weights. We'll put the weights on our wrists now. Make sure your weights are nice and secured. We will use our wrist weights for the rest of this workout. So once you have your wrist weights on, hands come back underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, extend the legs back. We have a plank. Knit the ribs in, press up and away from the mat, squeeze through the glutes, zip up through the inner thighs. We hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower left knee down, spin open towards the right, and lift right arm up towards the ceiling. We inhale and extend the arm overhead. Exhale to lift, hand in line with shoulder. Inhale, extend. Exhale to lift. Keep moving. There's energy through your right leg. Foot is planted into the mat. You can close your eyes here if you would like to really focus on the movement. We have a few more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We'll go ahead and extend the arm overhead. This time, bend through the elbow. We extend the arm overhead and bend through the elbow. So think lat pull as the elbow comes in towards the right side of the rib cage. Halfway through these. 3 more here. Last 2. Last 1. Extend the arm overhead. Now we just have a little lift and lower, lift and lower. Think tiny pulse up and down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the arm up in line with the shoulder. Then start to use your obliques to lift you up. Arms are in a T. Bend through the elbows, hands come to the back of the head. Inhale here at the center, adjust your right foot. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Keep moving here. We will add on to turn this into a combo movement after a few more reps. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now we turn this into a combo movement. So we come to center, lower towards the left, lift. Now we twist. Back to center, lower towards the left, lift, and twist. Keep moving. Again, you can close your eyes here if you would like to help with the mind-muscle connection. We're halfway through these. 4 more full reps. Keep breathing. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Ribs still knit in, strong core here. Last 2. Last 1. Come back to center, right knee underneath the hip. Then we will start to lower towards the right, lift to the center, lower towards the left, lift to the center. Lower towards the right, lift to the center, lower towards the left, lift to the center. Keep moving here. Find a focal point. Zip up through the inner thighs. So you can have your knees underneath the hips here, or if it helps you to find engagement through the glutes and the inner thighs, you can walk your legs closer together. Might be easier for your balance and stability to have the legs farther apart. You choose. Keep moving, just a few more here. Last 2. Last 1. We come back to center, arms to a T, extend left leg out, then we bring right hand down to the earth, left hand is up towards the ceiling, shoulders are shaking. Inhale, extend the arm overhead, exhale, lift. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift. Keep moving here. Remember that right side obliques are still working, so you don't want to dump into your right wrist. You want to think up and away from the mat. We're about halfway through before we add on energy through left leg. Last 2 here. Last 1. Then extend the arm overhead. We find the lat pull, bend through the elbow, bring it towards the rib cage. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Right arm is shaking to keep us supported. It's the second side that is always more difficult. Connect to the breath, connect to the muscle. Really focus on your movement. Last 2. Last 1. Then we extend the arm overhead, find the little lift and lower, lift and lower, small movement here. For 5, 4, yes you can, 3, keep pushing, 4, 2, last 1. Hand comes up in line with the shoulder. Use the obliques, lift yourself up. Arms are in a T, then hands come behind the head. Inhale here, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Keep squeezing through the shoulder blades. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Core is definitely working here. Keep the ribs knitting in. Try to think of keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders as you twist. Last two. Then we're going into the combo movement after this last one. Lower and lift. Find the twist. Center. Lower, lift, twist, center. Lower, lift, twist, center. Keep moving. Connect the breath. Halfway through this combo movement here. Last four. Really drive your left foot into the mat. Last three. You got it. Keep moving. You're doing great. Two more full rounds. We're on the last one here. Yes, you can. We're back to center. Bring your left knee underneath your left hip. Then release the arms out so that your elbows are in towards the sides, and then bring the palms in front of you. Zip up through the inner thigh, squeeze your glutes, knit the ribs in, lower the palms, and lift. Lower and lift. So we start with a bicep curl here. Keep breathing. And then we'll add on a little bit more. We have three. Each time you lift, try to keep the palms in line with the elbow. Now we add on, find the bicep curl this time. Extend the palms out for serve the platter. Bring elbows in, lower the hands. Lift, extend, bring it back, and lower. Lift, extend, bring it back, and lower. Keep moving here. Find your focal point. Glutes are squeezing, core is still working. There's lots going on through the body. 3 more full rounds of this combo movement. Last 2. Last 1. Elbows come in towards the sides. Now we just do serve the platter. Keep moving. Try not to rush it. Control the extension. We have 4, 3, 2. On one, elbows come in towards the sides, then bring them out and in. Small movement. Out and in. Out and in. Check in with the inner thighs, the core, the glutes. Try not to lose the engagement there. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can lower down. We'll swing the legs around so that our glutes are on the earth, feet are planted, knees are bent. We keep the wrist weights on. Hands come alongside the legs, tuck the chin, round through the back. Lower yourself down onto the mat, and then adjust so that you're ready to go into a bridge pose. Heels will be a little bit closer towards the glutes. So palms are going to be pressed into the earth as much as they can be, considering we have the wrist weights. Press through the heels, roll yourself up into a bridge. Find that same engagement through the inner thighs and the glutes that we did. Make sure your pelvis is in a neutral position. Then we lift the arms overhead as we hold the bridge. Exhale, bring the palms back to the earth. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms to the earth. Keep moving here. Again, you're welcome to close the eyes if you would like. Think of the arms and the hands as if they are making rainbows through the air. Last 3. Last 2. One more here and then we'll add on. This time, as you lift the arms overhead, slightly lower the glutes towards the earth. Exhale, lift the glutes, palms back towards the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, lower the glutes. Exhale, bring it back to the bridge, palms alongside the body. Keep moving here. Doesn't have to be much of a movement through the glutes. You can drop them an inch, 2 inches, whatever works for you with the arms extending overhead. Make sure your core is still engaged and you're in a neutral position with the pelvis. We have a few more. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the glutes at the top. Inhale, lift the arms so that the palms are in line with the shoulders. Then as you exhale, tricep extension, palms come up towards the ceiling as you bend through the elbows. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Keep squeezing through the glutes. See if you can lift the hips an inch higher. Slow and controlled here. We have 3, 2, last 1. Slowly lower the glutes down towards the earth. We keep the arms overhead, then lift the feet off the mat. Imprint low spine into the earth, knees in line with the hips. Knit the ribs in. As you inhale, bend through the elbows. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep moving here. We have 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now bring the palms towards one another. We open up again, find a fly, and bring it in. Open up wide. Bring the palms together. Open up wide, palms together. Check in with the core, lots going on here. Halfway through. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bend the knees in towards the chest. You can bring the hands on top of the shins. Find a rock left and right. Then when you're ready, plant the feet on the earth. Inhale, arms lift overhead. On your exhale, chin towards the chest. Roll yourself up, cross at the legs. We will take our weights off our wrists. We'll stretch through the arms. A few minutes of recovery, and then we are done with this practice. So weights are alongside the mat. Simple seat. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. As you exhale, twist towards the right. Integrity through the spine. Left hand to right knee. Right hand on the earth behind. Gaze beyond right shoulder. If you have the mobility, take the bind behind the back to help stretch through the front of right shoulder. One more breath here. Then we unwind the twist. Inhale, arms extend overhead. Exhale, other side. Same options on this side to keep the hand where it is, or bind it behind the back, gaze beyond left shoulder. One more full round of breath here. Then release back to center. You'll drape your right arm in front of the body. Use the left arm to assist. Find a stretch through the back of right shoulder. Then we'll release to the other side. I'm going to turn to face you. Breathe here. Then we'll release, interlace the hands at low back, roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down, slight hinge forward. Find a stretch through the front of the shoulders. You might feel this all the way down the arms to the wrists. And then slowly release back up. Cupcake the fingertips alongside the mat, lower right ear down to right shoulder. Find the stretch through the left side of the neck, all the way down the arm. You might even feel this in the bicep and the forearm. Come back to center, other side. One more breath. Chin comes back to center. We have our tricep stretch. Lift left arm overhead, bend at the elbow, stretch through left tricep, bring your left hand to the back of the neck, integrity through the spine. Right hand helps assist by draping on left elbow. Release, let that go. We go to the other side. This time we stretch right tricep, right elbow is bent, and left hand assists right elbow. Release, let that go. Give yourself a round of applause. A great job. Thank you for tuning in and working out with me today. It is always a pleasure to guide you. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.